Hi, I'm Lee Gatis and this is Lee on the Lectionary. And this week we're looking at Year A, Proper 1, the week known as Proper 1. And the readings for that week are Isaiah 58 verses 1 to 12, 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verses 1 to 16, and Matthew 5 verses 13 to 20. All three readings this week bring an unexpected change of perspective to surprise their worldly audiences and jolt them into a change of heart and life. Isaiah 58 exposes supposedly religious people who claim to delight in God's ways and seek after him, but whose outward righteousness hides a quarrelsome spirit. While fasting, they fight. Their focus is on their own interests, not those of others. The fasting God requires, on the other hand, requires more than orthodox religious conformity. It involves freeing the oppressed and taking care of the vulnerable. God refuses to hear the prayers of those who point the finger at others but do nothing for the cause of true freedom. Light, healing, vindication, guidance and satisfaction are promised here only to those who reorientate their lives around God's revealed priorities. Those who persist in self-seeking, self-serving and worldly piety will have no access to the inextinguishable fountain of divine strength. God cannot be manipulated into blessing and restoring those whose eyes are only on themselves. The shock in the gospel reading is that true righteousness is still to be public. The salt of the earth and the light of the world must do their thing in the public square. The response to the condemnation of public hypocrisy, such as in Isaiah 58, is not to hide away and do nothing, but to be more clearly what God has made us to be. We must not shrink, but shine. Yet the focus here is not on "to thine own self be true," a gospel of self-realization through which I can attain fame and celebrity, but let them see your good works and glorify God. Yet again, Jesus shocks by not lowering the standard, as he is often thought to do by many. He did not come to abolish the Ten Commandments or to lighten the impact of Isaiah's critique of our holiness and our godliness. If we wish to be great, the law and the prophets point the way to advancement in the kingdom of heaven. Indeed, only righteousness that exceeds the meticulous legalism of Pharisaic expectations is good enough to open the gates of that dominion. An intolerable burden for us sinners to bear, were it not for the one who spoke these words, becoming sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. The Apostle Paul's bolt from the blue is to undercut the Corinthians' expectations of what a great preacher is meant to be in our epistle reading. He had no lofty words, no oratorical skill. In his letters he was weighty and forceful, but in person he was weak and pathetic, they said. Yet just such a man demonstrated the power of the Spirit as even they, put their faith in the crucified God that he proclaimed. This is unworldly wisdom, which the rulers and philosophers of every age have struggled to comprehend without a spiritual paradigm shift that makes them appear foolish in the eyes of the chatterati. Rather than lose face, lose position, we prefer to crucify the Lord of glory. We avoid his weakness to avoid looking weak. And Paul wants this divided church in Corinth to appreciate this true spirituality, not an expansion or enhancement of worldly ideas, the baptism of our cultural ideals, but a spirit-revealed secret only grasped by the truly mature. No other eye, no other ear, no other human heart can even conceive of it. But those who do rest their faith and hope in God alone, not their own feeble efforts and strategies.